All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man, let's talk about 50 Cent telling Snoop he can't smoke on the set of BMF. If you didn't know, Snoop has a part in the BMF show that's going to be on Stars. Also, talking about Jay-Z says he wants to be remembered like Bob Marley. Let's talk about that. But first, let's talk about Gunna and Young Thug bailing out 30 inmates in a notorious overcrowded Georgia prison or jail. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video says, complex, if you're even remotely familiar with the state of Georgia, then you probably heard a thing or two about its infamous Fulton County Jail earlier this year. For example, a report from the regional news outlet WSBTV found the facility was over capacity by an estimated 400 inmates, resulting in conditions described by one Atlanta councilman some of the worst he's ever seen. I don't know if he's seen Rikers Island. Over the weekend, Young Thug and Gunna stepped up Fulton County Jail inmates in an inspiring way, as reported by WSBTV, Michael Sadin, that two frequent collaborators and Atlanta hometown heroes ensured that the release of 30 inmates who were stuck in jail on minor charges and couldn't afford to be released on their own by helping post their bail. We just woke up and went to the jail with the lawyer and the DAs and the prosecutors and the bonding companies. Just got as many people as we can, Thugger said. The Young Stoner Life Records founder also expressed disgust with the example of incarcerated individuals who bail amounts were encouragingly high amounts for minor offenses. That's the way it goes. He says those who were released thanks to Thug and Gunna were served as home cooked meals. And were able to reunite with their families. Footage from the release, excerpt above, will be seen in the upcoming music video. The two artists are planning to do it again in the future. With their large goals of inspiring others with the means to do so, also step up in similar ways. Earlier this month, the Unfolk, who appears in Slime Language 2, spoke to B Highlight ATL. He got a great channel. Check it out, B Highlight ATL on YouTube, about how his younger brother, Young Thug, helped him get out of a life sentence. So, I mean, they got a little thing in there. And that's what you're supposed to do, bro. You know, that's real. Excuse me, that's real. That's what real dudes do. You know, hopefully they get other artists to step up, and that's what you do. You don't go to North Carolina before you clean up Atlanta, or you don't go to New York before you clean up Atlanta. Clean up your own yard before you clean up another yard, and that's how it's supposed to be, man. That's how it's supposed to be, and commend both of those guys for stepping up and bailing people out. And I'm pretty sure, over 400 estimate people overcrowded in jail, that 30 helped. Very minor offenses, and you probably got 20, 30,000, bail money. Man, that shit just don't make no sense, man. You see kids, get a B&E and get a life on the first sentence. Shit, wow. You go to the courthouse, you see some wild stuff. I see some real wild stuff, man, and they do that to us. You see pedophiles get half the money and shit 25% of the time. We gotta get together and do that and release our people on little minor theft and petty stuff that $30,000-$40,000 in bond. Wow, man, but that's just how the game they playing. They ain't playing fair. The judicial system is not to benefit us; it's to bury us. But shout out to Young Thug and Gunna, man. Atlanta, they got great camaraderie. That's kind of what New York used to be like, man. They used to have that camaraderie, and they used to just move in a certain way. And then, after a while, how it just started to break up like Pangea. But Jay-Z says he'd like to be remembered like Bob Marley and all the greats. In a rare interview with the Sunday Times, promoted his Puma partnership. Hov opened up about navigating his life during COVID-19 pandemic, how he views race relations within the U.S., and taking pride in his decades-long career in the sense of portfolio. Quote, I have no idea, Jay said when asked how he wanted to be remembered. I'm not beyond ego, right? Hopefully they speak of me with the names of Bob Marley and all the greats, but that's not for me to say. Speaking on race relations within the U.S., Hov shared he finding things frustrating as, quote, as human race, we're still on basic things. He said, we're still on stop Asian hate. We can't sit and cry over spilled milk, but we do have to acknowledge that there's milk, right? Are we here today? No. Are we further than 50 years ago? Yes. We are further 50 years ago. But it don't mean like it's 50% progress. Also, in the conversation, the mogul touched on, I'm reading for complex feelings around social media and the potential of saying the wrong thing when given the platform as a young person. He said, quote, you can't give someone a microphone for 24 hours a day and have them not think they have to use it. He said, these kids, it's unbelievable. Imagine having a microphone, you're asked about social justice question at 18 years old. It's like, what? I meant to know the answer, and it don't know the answer don't know the answer the correct way. If don't say anything, sorry y'all. If I don't say everything right, even my intentions are, and I don't say the same thing right, it's going to be everywhere. Facts. He went on some other stuff, man, but and for his personal life, Jay-Z went into detail on how he and his family, Beyonce and their 3 children, have become more connected as a result of the pandemic, which helped them focus on being together. Quote, in the beginning, it was time for everyone to sit down and really connect and really focus on family and being together and take this time to learn more about each other, he said. And then as it wore on, it's like, okay, all right, what is the new normal? If anything came from this, it's that we have to recognize that we are all connected, the metaphor for how connected we are. So, of course, everybody want to be mentioned with the Pacs, the Biggies, the Bob Marleys. Everybody want to be mentioned with those guys, but like he said, it's not for him to say. When you die, everybody want to put you on a pedestal. Like Jay-Z, when he died, everybody want to put him on the pedestal. And that's just what it is, man. Jay-Z is one of the greatest rappers of all time. He is the greatest hip hop. He is the greatest hip hop artist of all time, and as far as longevity. Any urban music, name somebody else that had more longevity. Even Michael Jackson's career had to stop. Even Prince didn't have the popularity he once had. Talking about Donny Hathaway, even though his life was cut short. You talking about Luther Vandross and all. Nobody did it for 90s, 2000s, the 10s. He was relevant over 3 decades. He went platinum in, I think, 3 decades. That's Jay-Z. 3 decades, 30 years in rap. Nelly was hot, Eminem was hot, but nobody was relevant for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z has been relevant for 30 years. 30 years, we could have said Big and Pac could have been that long, but really, that's hypothetical now that they're gone. And talking about LL Cool J, he right behind them, 90s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. He one of the only rap artists in the 80s that made it to the 90s, and the only one that made it to the 2000s. Run DMC went gold in the 90s, but you down with the king, but they didn't have the success of I think it might have been the first rap group that went platinum and 2 times platinum, but Rakim, Big Daddy Kane didn't have that success. Grandmaster Flash, KRS-One, he had some success in the 90s as well, but nobody really had the success that LL had. Nobody had the success from the 80s. Nobody had the success that Jay had at all, and that's beautiful, man. And Jay will be remembered as with Bob Marley and all the other great artists of all time. Remember, he penned Still Dre. People forget that. Doom, 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 doom. He wrote that song, so, it is what it is. But let's switch to 50. It's a kid 50 Cent. Give it to Dutch one. I was in, So, he put a post up, and I put it on the screen. 50 Cent said, this is how Snoop Dogg looked at me when I told him he can't smoke weed on the set. He said, what the F you talking about, 50? It's legal. But you know, people don't understand the legal things about weed. When weed is legalized, right? You only can smoke it in a confined area. You have to smoke it in private. So, you know, it's a great area in some states where you can smoke in your backyard. You know, as long as you got the privacy fence on, but you gotta smoke it in your own. You can't smoke it while you're driving. That's still driving, being impaired. You can't smoke it, you know, on your front porch. You can't smoke it at the bus stop. So, you know, it depends on how lax and how much they pressing it in your city or your state. But yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know you could take a certain amount of weed in certain airports. LAX and I think Colorado. Most of the airports you can transport a small, you know, thing of weed, but if you fly from LAX to New York and they haven't legalized or haven't let you fly with weed, once you get there you get in trouble. You know, so that's, you know, people gotta understand. A lot of people saying they legalize weed, I can smoke it. You know, eat green and Sam here, eat green. You can smoke it here. I can smoke it there. I can smoke it on the roof. I can smoke it in my backyard. I can smoke it at the mall. No, you can't. You can't. You have to smoke it in confined areas in your own personal space. But you know, this is just like, you know, 50 Snoop like it's legal. It's not legal where you can smoke it out in the open. So a lot of people like Snoop, and I know he was joking, but a lot of people that smoke weed think it's legal. And in a certain point, it's really not. You can't smoke it and still work in most jobs. You know, you can't smoke it out in the open. So it's legal with borders, you know. But shit is, I'm gonna put the picture up here. It's funny. 50 got his mask on. You know, what you mean I can't smoke on the set? You know, but you gotta remember 50 Cent is just like a white producer, like a white director. You know, he got to uphold standards too. You know, he do. So, you know, Snoop probably say, "What's up, nephew? I can't smoke my weed." You know, 50, come on, 50. You know, can I smoke it out of my vape pen? No, Snoop. You know, can I smoke it out of my bond? No, Snoop. No. You know, hey, can I smoke it out this papers? It ain't cigar. No. Come on, Snoop, man. You know, stars don't allow weed. You know, can't smoke on there. This ain't Martha, Snoop, so. You know, I told Joe 50, you know, Snoop, you know, this is Junior. I can replace you. You know, I go out there and get Jedediah or some shit. But yeah, it ain't legal, man. But hey, let me know what you thought about the video. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, all that social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. Reach out to me anytime. Reach out to those anytime. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, and promote your business on the channel. Links there. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. We also have a Facebook group link there as well too in the description. Check that out. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313 in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Check out the music entertainment playlist for more videos like this. One time for the one time. Peace. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Okay.